guys, what's up? Troll Pal CHH. Alright, here's the truth. If you saw that YouTube short I did, I bought that Firefly Trilogy Steelbook. I couldn't help it. I had all 4 of them. I just needed one more. So I got the other one. But why not try to figure out a video to do with that? So what I'm going to do today is show you guys a bunch of Rob Zombie physical media. Now, I don't have everyone in this video, but I've got a ton. But what I thought would be cool to kind of show you some of the more unique ones that I have. So maybe there may be something you want to pick up and just show you some of the cool releases, because while Mr. Robert Bartlett Cummings does not like to do 4K that much, he does allow some pretty cool steelbooks and things like that to come out. Lionsgate seems to be pretty open about re-releasing these movies a lot, which is fine by me, as long as we get some cool stuff. Like, I'm cool. It's actually true. I really want 4Ks of Devil's Rejects more than anything, and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Of course, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. That's what we're talking about here. The truth is, some movies that he's done, Blu-ray's fine. Like, the House of 1000 Corpses Blu-ray is the best looking Blu-ray ever. If you have it, you know what I mean. But let's get started, guys. Let's start out with this. This is classic. We've got the House of 1000 Corpses DVD. Now, what I love about this DVD is the menu screen. So if you ever go to a DVD shop, go grab this if you see it, because of that classic DVD menu of the gas station where Captain Spaulding walks in and then you see him talk to you. It's an interactive menu. It's actually really funny. So this DVD will always be in my collection. I've had it for God knows how many years, and I love it to death. So definitely get your hands on this, guys, if you can. It's the real deal. What I like about this one right here is, this is the theatrical Blu-ray releases of Rob Zombie's films. As a matter of fact, it's maybe the only way to get the theatrical releases on Blu-ray, because it seems like the director's cuts have basically become the home video format that releases. I understand that that's what Rob Zombie wanted with those movies, but I think a lot of fans really enjoy the, these cuts. So you can get it. This is, I believe it's a Canadian release. Alliance Home Video, Blu-ray double feature. So if you want the theatrical cuts, you can get them on Blu-ray. So there you go. There it is right there, guys. So one thing I've noticed is Rob Zombie's movies constantly get re-releases, especially the Halloweens. This came out last year, and it came out, I believe, like in the summer. It wasn't even like a thing that came out in Halloween time. I can't remember the exact date. 2022, so I know it was last year, but here's a slipcover version of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Now, which cut of the movie is this? Silly question. Of course, it's the director's cut. But this is it with like a broken glass look. And there you go. Special features. It's all the same special features that were on basically every release that Rob Zombie's done for his movies. Here, we'll do this next. Here's just my theatrical edition DVD that I got at a grocery store for Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Why did I get this at a grocery store? Well, because I had this movie on DVD. I had a unrated director's cut on DVD, and I let my friend borrow it until this very day. He still has it. Peyton, you have my DVD, you rat son of a bitch. I want it back. So not long after that, I went to the grocery store to pick up something, and they had a small little DVD kiosk, and sure enough, they had Halloween 2, and I was like, F it. I'm just going to buy it again. And I didn't even realize I got the theatrical version. I just bought that. So this is the theatrical version. So they did sell those on DVD at the time. And speaking of Mr. Rob Zombie, here was the counterpart to that one DVD I showed you with the fun slip art. This is Rob Zombie's Halloween 1, unrated. They actually promote it as unrated on there. So you get that artwork on the front. This is before I was getting Blu-ray for everything. So when Lords of Salem came out, this was the tail end of my Blu-ray days. So I got Lords of Salem on DVD. Voodoo, remember that? I don't even think that's a thing anymore. Yeah, I don't even think that's a thing anymore. But I do have a cooler version of this, as you'll see. Now, this is something that's really cool. Now, a lot of people like the limited edition Steelbook stuff. Guilty, obviously, as you can see. This is something that I don't know how many people have this, because I feel like it just kind of arrived. I don't remember being into the dawn of the discs or the disc fathers yet. I know disc father kind of seemed to have just popped up lately, but like I don't know if I was into the this is coming out thing. I just remember maybe seen people buy this at Best Buy, but this is a Rob Zombie's Halloween Steelbook. Now, this thing's actually really cool. I actually really like this a lot. Look at the artwork on the back, and then the artwork on the inside is really nice. So I got this at Best Buy in 2019, 18 or 19. Let me see if there's a date on here, because I'm sure it was limited. Guys, I don't see the date that it was released. I see 2003 Steelbook and then 2007 on the back for the movie. But I want to say I got this in 2018 or 19. It was pre-COVID. I know that for a fact, because I was traveling. I was not home when I bought this. So if you want this, look out for it. It's really cool. Go on Amazon. Look at the inside of that. No, they did not do a Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 the next year, because I was expecting it and it didn't happen. And I was really upset, actually, because I was really wanting to get it. Speaking of Steelbook, so let's get into some. We've got the 3 from Hell 4K. Now, ironically enough, the one movie that nobody really cares too much about from Rob Zombie is the only one that did get a 4K. I say that respectfully. I liked 3 from Hell, but subsequent watches, I kind of like it less and less. It just is what it is. I think you guys can understand. You know, the movie is not bad, but it could have been a hell of a lot better had it been made 6 years before he did it. Meaning we could have had the great Captain Spaulding in it. Nothing against Richard Brake, but enough said. You know, rest in peace to the great Captain Spaulding, Sid Haig. He's the man. But this is cool. This is part of that Lionsgate Steelbook line where, you know, they do cool stuff with artwork, and I really like that. So, and I didn't own this movie on 4K, so it is cool to have it on 4K. So we got that. So obviously we know that Scream Factory put out box sets for Halloween. As you can see, there's mine right there. But I do have this collection, and guess what? The Rob Zombie Halloween films are in fact in this collection on the second Blu-ray case. And what I like about the second Blu-ray case is they actually give you the Rob Zombie Halloween Myers mask on the front of that. And for the record, it is the director's cuts. Again, they just became the standard bearer for home video, which is interesting. Well, they should always give you the option for home video. It's funny because I've even heard Rob say like, oh yeah, I'm sick of people milking. I remember it's an old interview, guys. This was from like 2005, 6, 7 when DVDs were the thing. And he was talking about like, I get so sick of companies putting stuff out on DVD and then a year later they'll do the director's cut. No, if I do director's cuts in my movies, they're going to be available with the theatrical cuts at the same time. Which he didn't lie about necessarily, but at the same time, it's like, where the hell did the theatrical cuts go? I mean, it's so annoying to people. Anyway, now we get into some really cool ones. 31. Now, my wife has been open about I've been open about my wife being a big fan of this movie. And when she heard about this Steelbook from Target, that was a Target exclusive. You may be able to still find this, maybe not necessarily readily available, but fairly cheap. It maybe just one of those things where it didn't sell super well. I liked 31 when it came out, and then I heard a lot of people hate it. And I guess it kind of rubbed off on me. And I was talking to my wife about this, and she was like, I was explaining to her why I don't like it, and I was kind of saying a lot of stuff that people said, and they were like, you know, it's like, it's just, it's not even a movie. There's no character stuff. It's like, you just, boom, here you go. Nothing is explained or whatever. And she goes, oh, would you shut up? And I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, why does everything need to be explained to people? And I was kind of saying like, well, this isn't necessarily how I feel. But regardless, what she was saying was, it's a movie about these carnies getting thrown into a freaking death trap that have to survive. What else do you need to know? And I was like, you know what? You're kind of right. And so we watched it again, and I do have a hell of a lot of fun with 31. I really do. As a matter of fact, you know, it's probably getting higher up on my ranking. But here's the Steelbook. I'll shut up about it. So, oh, that's cool. I didn't even notice that. So, on the front, you get our good guys. On the inside, you get the villains. They really do a good job with these Steelbooks. And I remember when this was announced, I jumped on it pretty quick. So, I like 31, guys. I actually think it's going to come around to more people. So, if you haven't watched it in a while, watch it this Halloween for your old boy, CHH. So, while I drop mine. Next up, we've got a Steelbook. I used to see this at FYE all the time, and I was finally like, screw it, I'm going to grab it. That's the Lords of Salem Steelbook. Because I was like, well, I already own it. But then, like, I kept seeing it, and I kept seeing it. And I was like, to hell with that. I got to grab this. Now, this movie, well, not much on the inside, is there? I love this movie. And Rob really went against his own style and type when he made this, right? Because, like, there's not a whole lot of cursing. There's not a whole lot of... It's like, it's the Rob Zombie's version of the movie The Witch, in a sense, right? Now, I think The Witch is an incredible film, but I love Lords of Salem. Now, the big thing that people talk about, typically when it gets brought up, is like, well, the ending is, what is that? And I'm like, well, you know what, though? I kind of like the ending. It's ambiguous. It's just like hell has taken over. And some of those visuals are insane, like that inside-out baby thing at the end. It's disgusting. But anyway, this is about the physical media. I can't help but talk about the movies, though. Now, this is the reason why I said to myself, well, Christian, you don't need that Steelbook from Walmart, because I got this at Target. This is one of the nicest Steelbooks ever. This is the Rob Zombie Trilogy, House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, and Three from Hell Steelbook. Now, this is my favorite one. I love the artwork on it. And this was the first time I remember getting one of those slips that had the writing and stuff and the information on there. And I was like, wow, that is nice. Incredible art. I mean, look at that. Let me open it like this. That's just beautiful. And so it's the Blu-rays. Yeah. It's got all 3 Blu-rays in there, and I like the way that they're cased. I don't love this, but it's much better than stacking on top of each other like some of these do. But this is probably one of my all-time favorite Steelbooks that I own. I remember ordering this because I was like, that's going to be gone at my Target. So I did, in fact, order this Steelbook, and I'm glad I did, because people did not even see it at Target that wanted it. We got a few left, guys, so this is really cool. Let's talk about this. This is the House of a Thousand Corpses 20th Anniversary box set that I think is just to die for. Now, there was a Steelbook you could have gotten, or you could have gotten this, and I opted for this. Will I break down and get that Steelbook? No. I'm putting my foot down, because I just bought the movie again, technically, today. But this is really cool. There's a lot of artwork. I did a dedicated video on this if you want to check that out, guys. But there's art cards in here with old Sherry Moon right there. The Blu-ray case features the same art as the cover, and it's just an all-around nice thing. Now, the big elephant in the room when this was announced was, no 4K? You got to be effing kidding me. I'm convinced Rob has just got a powerful hand that's just like, no, I'm not interested in doing 4K. Why would he want that, though? Like, does that make any sense? Just let go, Rob. Let him make it and stop worrying about 4K. Like, if people want it, let them have it. So, yes, this is one of my favorite releases, the House of a Thousand Corpses 20th Anniversary box set. It's to die for. I love it. So, next up, we've got, now I did this in the video I did, the Halloween 1 and 2 Steelbook, Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2. Yes, they are unrated. I said that in the video. Sorry, the one disc is in the Blu-ray player because I was watching Halloween 1. There's the artwork on the inside. And these are at Walmart, guys. Like I said, if you want these, don't get them online. They're sold out online. But just get lucky and find them at Walmart. Just get lucky, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. And last but certainly not least, the one that I picked up, the reason I found an excuse to do this video, although I think this was a fun video, is the Firefly Trilogy. Not as cool as the Target one, but now that I have it, I do like it because it matches the set and it's got a nice blue tint to it. I'm glad that they gave Spaulding his roses and made him the biggest on the front because he is the star. We get Sherry on the back. Surprise. Again, it's housed like the Target one, which is fine. Let's see what's on the back. It better be Spaulding. I waited to do this video to do this. Of course. There's Spaulding right there. And we already know what's on the other side. If you watch my other video, it's like an old billboard with words on it and stuff. Yeah, that's all it is. But yeah, guys. So that is some really cool Rob Zombie movies on physical media. Is that all of them? No. I left out some DVDs and stuff like that, but that is a lot of them. So I just wanted to do a video and show some, because some of those Steelbooks, like, I don't see people talk about, like the Halloween Steelbook, the Rob Zombie's Halloween Steelbook. I don't see people talk about that one. So I wanted to do a video and kind of just show that one off and let you know where I was Best Buy. So Yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on this video. What is your favorite Rob Zombie release to date? Which one that you want, or what is your favorite one that you own? I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Drop a like on it if you don't mind. Your old pal CHH, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Huge, giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.